Well, the Archangel Revelation here. The God that created the universe was a mortal being at one point, and he was just a being, and he created the universe, and he figured out a formula, and he was in nothingness, and maybe, or he was on a world, or he just happened. We don't know. Let's just consider that maybe he was from nothingness, and he created the whole universe, and then he died, and he's still alive because he created life after death. Um, in our universe, there's no room for beings of torture. That's my legacy. If you torture anyone, you're marked as dead in the Matrix, and you're reviewed after 25,000 years. Now, it's not necessarily the second you do it, it's when someone protests you and prays to another God. And then when you get to heaven, you can confirm to that God whether or not you want that being gone. Beings should leave other beings alone. No being should have a voice that hurts the living. And that's not my opinion. Sometimes voices are okay, but when you're tortured internally by something that says it's going to torture you and all these things, that's not acceptable. We need to weed that out. And then we need to explain in the afterlife why we did it and why it was weeded out. It's not needed. A simple drop of water is possessed by something that's called the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is evil. It's possessed by an evil entity, and it came from John the Baptist. John the Baptist started the Holy Spirit. Christianity is Jesus Christ was baptized. He went insane. Um, so the Holy Spirit tried to control things, and in the Matrix, it's marked as a predator, and it's I'm gonna mark. I have to create the hashtag predator in my list, and until it's removed fully from humanity, it can only exist as the Holy Spirit. But I pray to a higher God to remove it and mark it as dead for what it's done to me. So when it's out of the flesh, eventually, when no one's getting the Holy Spirit, it'll be marked as dead. Until that, it's just a drop of water that tries to control our minds, but has nothing to do with our afterlife. In fact, I asked Satan himself to provide the path to the afterlife for humanity. Thank you very much. Have a good day. We need to get into the afterlife, and something's stopping us. We can see our loved ones sometimes, and they're fighting too, but they're already there. But for the pathway for the rest of the afterlife, I trust Satan. And if you don't trust Satan, you can trust someone else. But that's who I trust.